Hello friends, today I'm going to showcase you a new feature available in UiPath, that is library. So we will be discussing what is library, how to create library, where to use a library, right? So without wasting your time, let's get started. So what is library? Library is nothing but a reusable component, right? So you can create a piece of workflow to automate one of the small process, and that same small process can be reusable for the other automation projects, right? So let me give you a background of the process what we are going to do while creating a library. So we are going to do a email automations with sending the dynamic attachment in email to the respective SMEs, right? So while creating a process, you might face lot of system exception, and those system exception can be taken as a screenshot, error screenshot, to showcase them, yes, this is the error has happened, right? So maybe today you will get 3 error screenshot, tomorrow you may get 4 error screenshot, and all those error screenshot need to be sent to the respective process SMEs, right? And those error screenshot can be any number. Today may be 4, tomorrow may be 5, day after tomorrow may be 6 error screenshots, right? So those will be a dynamic error screenshot. How to send that a dynamic error screenshot in an email activity, that we will be discussing today. And you cannot send those dynamic email with whatever available in our activity pane with emails. You cannot send that. You have to customize your code to send those email attachment as a dynamic way. So let me create a library to showcase you how to do this, right? So if you click on this library and give a name as email automation with dynamic attachment, then create it. This is your blank library will get created here. Okay, so let's create a sequence. Let's take a sequence first. Okay, and let me give the name as sending email dynamic attachment. Okay, save it. To send this email, we need your folder path from the where we will get the dynamic attachments, right? So if I go to the folder, this is my data folder where I have a error screens and a text file, right? So these will be added to my email and it will send. By doing that, we need to check first whether the attachments or whatever we are going to send, those attachments are available or not, whether it's empty or some attachments or screens are available or not, right? So let me take a if condition. Okay, so let get the file first, system dot io dot directory dot get files, right? Then send the path. What is the path? This is our path. So I'll go here then I'll pass this path, right? So we are customizing our so this is giving an error. Okay, we have to check the file are available or not, right? So count is greater than 0. That means it will check how many files are available. If it will get the files, if more than 0, then it will go inside that, or else we are not going to do anything. Okay, before this we are customizing our email activity, right? So for that we will create some of the variables. One is your mail message, which will hold all our mail message related stuff, right? Like body, subject, to attachments, all those stuff it will hold. So we have to make that as a mail message type. It will be under system dot net dot mail dot message, right? Your mail message here, select this, then select here, create another variable called your mail attachment, which will hold the attachments dot attachment. Okay, we need to select this system.net mail dot attachment, right? Then we'll create another variable which will hold the folder path. That's nothing but your attachment folder path, right? And this path will be sending from our variable. Okay, cut this, pass here, then we'll pass the folder path here as attachment folder path. Okay, then we will first will initialize with your new mail message. This is your mail message equals to new mail message, sorry, mail message. Okay, once you create that, it will hold all the mail message. Let me go inside this. If this folder has data, or maybe this folder has some files, then go inside, then take a for each loop through each file to attach that. Take a for each, convert that as a string, a type argument, then pass again the same. We have to take this, you have to get all the files. So once you do this, it will split all the files and send one by one through this item. Okay, now we have to attach those item to our attachment. Let's take an assign activity, then do the variable we have created, that is your mail attachment, equals to, we'll create a new attachment, then we need to pass those item. Okay, comma, it will check what type of item you are passing. So it is like we have to do as a media type that is your system dot net dot your, it will be mime dot media type names dot application dot octet. Okay, so with this it will attach each item to the mail attachment. Okay, so one by one it will attach here, After that we need to add a method that we can do it by using a invoke the method. Then we have to attach all the attachment to this mail attachment. So our target object will be mail message dot attachments. Method name will be your art. Let's go to the property and go to the parameters. Here you need to create as attachment type and attach those attachment whatever we are getting through the item, that is your mail attachment. Okay, so what it will do here, let me explain you a bit here. It will check first how many attachments are available in the folder. It will take all the attachments, then it will go here and one by one attachment it will go and attach that to the mail attachment. Okay, and finally what we are doing, once we get the attachment, then we will attach that to the mail message. So ultimate aim is to attach those everything to the mail message. Okay, now we got the attachment, right? Now let's, after adding all the attachment, what we need to do, we need to assign to subject body all the details. Okay, so let me take the assign activity here. So it will be our mail message dot subject. We will be sending as dynamic. Let's give like this, dynamic attachment. Then mail message dot body, let me give the same name, dynamic attachment. Then mail message we have to send. So I will be sending this email through uh, you know um, exchange email activity. Okay, so why will go for the exchange? So sometimes you will not have access to your Outlook installed, or you may have blocked, right? If you are working in AWS cloud platform where your bots are auto scaling, so in that case you cannot install the Outlook, you cannot configure it. So to use Outlook you have to configure your Outlook, and Outlook has to be installed, and then Outlook license also has to be there. So when you are working the cloud, and in the cloud, bots are robots are auto scaling. The auto scaling, what is the auto scaling? It is like, whenever needed the robots will come up, whenever not required the robots automatically get destroyed. So it takes 15 minutes to get a new robot. Okay, so every time you auto scale a new robot, it will come with all the installed package. Okay, so in that case you cannot configure your Outlook um, manually, right, to automate this. So how to automate in that case? So you can use exchange email activity. So I'll take the send exchange email activity, which will send email without installation of your Outlook, or without configuration of your Outlook as well. So here I'll give this to I'll create some of the variables. Okay, let me create those as argument. Arg to mail, then arg subject, then arg okay, let it be. Okay, now let's go to the property. Okay, I have created this. Okay, let's go to the property of this send email message, exchange email message, whatever is available in the property. Okay, and then your body we don't need to give because we are assigning through the mail message. So in this mail message we'll be sending whatever we are attaching there. It is if mail message dot attachment dot count is greater than 0, then mail message, or else nothing. Okay, then your password. So to get the password, let me create get password, right? And so I have created a mail password over here. Then I'll go again to the property. So here we need, you know, the password is nothing but from which account you are sending the email. So in Outlook mail message activity you have already configured, so that activity automatically detects that and it will send from the that account, right? So but in this case we don't have account configured automatically, right? So we have to provide the details. So this is my details, so I'll give the password as my mail password, right? And my username will be double quotes. Okay, now next step, your to mail, right? I'll just copy the same my mail and I'll send to my mail. Okay, and then from and not required, right? So this is the way you can send the email uh, by use of library. Let's save it and let's run it. Let's see what we are get. Okay, so our mail has been sent. Let me go back to my mail email. You see my mail has been sent, and if you see the error screen and txt file has been sent. So now this has been sent through, you know, the library, right? Here my library has been created and this has been sent through, and it has been sending as a dynamic way. If I create now in this folder, if I create a new text file, let me create a new text file, test2, and hit enter. If I run again, it will add 3 attachments and it will send. Okay, the mail has been sent. Okay, so here, so new 3 attachment has been added now. So it is a dynamic way of sending an email. So this is one of our process which we can reuse this component, right, to multiple other processes which need a email automation, which needs like this email to send, right? Instead of writing same code over and over for each project, right? So now what we can do, we will go to the same library now. Okay, all the input variable whatever we have created, it should be taken as an argument. Okay, to pass it from the other workflow, right? So what should be our argument? This should be our argument. Let me convert that to this is a new feature also available in the UiPath Studio 2019.3. I'm working in this beta version, and 2019.3 can have this feature like to convert the same variable to an argument. So click on this, it will convert that as an argument. If you come here now, it has been created. So let me delete this, not required. So it is created as an argument, right? Now what we need, what else we need, we need to change bit on. So we need a password to be get created, arg mail password, then arg user name, have to configure our Outlook, right? And then we will be do some changes in this. So our subject has to come from the argument. It will be arg, this is a subject, right? Then this is the body, so we have not created it. Let's create a body now. Arg body, arg body. Okay, now let's do some changes in the property of the exchange email, right? What we can do here, we'll do send this as arg your mail password, and this will be arg username, and this will be your 2 arg 2 mail. Okay, so we have configured all the input variables as an argument to pass it through from the other workflow. So now next, what the step to use this in other workflow? You have to publish it. Okay, let me publish this, and I will publish to my desktop. Let me go to the desktop, UiPath running. Let me create a folder as library, and select that folder. Okay, my folder been selected. Current version is 1.0.0, new version will be 1.0.1. Now publish it. It will compile all the activities, and it will publish and convert to a NUPKG file. Okay, it takes some time. Now the package has been published to the library. Next step is, let's create a process, another UiPath Studio. Instance of UiPath Studio has been opened. Let's create a new transactional process. This will be your new process. Let me create a test library project, right? And it will be created in the UiPath training my desktop folder. If you go to the library where we installed it, where we publish it, right? Let me go to the folder. This is my library, right? And this has been published to this folder. If you see this, this is 1.0.1.nupkg file, right? Now let me go to the project which I created, and let me delete all these things. And let me take a sequence. So the library which we just now created, how to use that, right? So you go to the manage package, okay, and you go to setting, create a new package source as, this will be, let me give you name that my local library, right? And we have to give the path where our library stays. So we have to go to the desktop, then UiPath training, then library, then I'll select folder. Okay, then I'll just click add. So my local library has been added, if you see here, and now my library is displaying here. Okay, now you click on this, all the information will be displayed, and install it, then click on save. So my library will get attached over here in the activity pane. Okay, so now if you go down, you see here email automation. This is new activity has been added. Now this is the new activity which is we just created it. Go here, go to the property, all the information are available here. So you need to provide the details over here, and as like your informations, email informations, then send. This is important, this is your folder path we are giving. So we have given in the argument, we have given as the default, so that's why it is coming here. You can change it and it will work based on the whatever the path we are giving here. So this is the way you can save it, you can reuse this activity, you create another project, you install the activity and just pass the argument and use it. There is no other coding is required once you create the activity. So this is completely you can reuse for multiple projects. Okay guys, so that's it from today. Let me know if you have any doubts or issues. You can comment it below if you need any help. Thank you. Bye bye.